Why can't I go? Okay, good. All right, guys, how you guys doing today? Let's see. Maybe I'll go better this way. Perfect. Okay, guys, how you guys doing? So today, I just want to make another video, and I want to do a video with some questions and answers. All right, about what is a deliberate creator and what is the difference between a law of attraction, what is how your mind works, how you create what you see and what you create. Okay, how are you guys doing? Now this question I have is from a subscriber, and Pat, she emailed me this question, which is a very good question. So let me read the question. So she says, Mark, what is the difference between law of attraction slash deliberate creator or belief or faith? Okay, so what is the difference between the law of attraction, deliberate creator, or belief or faith? All right, guys. So let me always begin by just saying that if you find yourself listening, watching this video, watching me, giving you information, this is not a coincidence. Okay? We know the universe works with complex laws, cause and effect. So you're here for a reason. This is resonating with you to give you information or to help you along your way. Okay, so let me begin. Let's talk about the difference between law of attraction and deliberate creator. All right, so guys, this is it. I always say this. You always hear me say this. The law of attraction is not a creative force. It is a magnetic force that the universe uses to bring like frequencies, which are your emotions. Like attract like. These frequencies are emitted. Universe sends the law of attraction out. The law of attraction picks up your matching frequency from the quantum field. We always remember, you always hear me talk about quantum mechanics, atoms, particles. So those things already exist. You always hear me say they exist in states of probabilities, possibilities, or chance. Okay. Sorry, I'm not using iPhone. Let me see if I can rotate it this way, so maybe this can help. How's this? Better? Hopefully this is better. Let me see. Maybe this is better. All right. Maybe not. Let me go the other way. Sorry. All right. Maybe this is a better. Sorry guys, I can't. I don't have an iPhone here. I have a S8. Let me go this way better. Okay. Sorry. All right, guys. Let me just continue. All right, guys. So look, when I talk about the law of attraction, okay, the law of attraction is a creative force, as I said before. The universe uses the law of attraction to bring your frequencies together with whatever you're desiring. Okay. So okay. All right. So here's the difference. What is a deliberate creator? A deliberate creator is an individual who knows how his mind works, what to think, and has control of his mind. In other words, a deliberate creator is a person that is aware of how the universe creates, how his thoughts, how energy works, and then he can transfer that emotion to create his own reality. So a deliberate creator basically is this. It's a person that things don't happen to you, things happen for you. A deliberate creator is not a victim. Okay, a victim is an individual who believes all the things that are happening to him is because of fate or because of God, or this is the card I'm dealt with. In other words, that's not what a deliberate creator is. A deliberate creator is an individual who knows how to use the power of his higher self to create his own reality. And of course, you guys know now that you can create your own reality, because all reality is just energy, frequency, vibration, and magnetism. Quantum science already showed us that there's no such thing as solidity. A solid universe is an illusion. Science proved that many years ago. If you're just new or you're just learning this, welcome to the real world. Your world does not exist as a solidity. Okay? I can prove that to you. I'll show you through quantum science. Your brain, when you see, you do not see from outside, you see from inside your brain out. We talk about those particles, are called photon particles. They go through your retina, through the visionary cortex. Your brain transfers an electrical signal, perceives out as an image that you see. Okay? That is how your universe works. Quantum science shows us that. So you have control over your reality. So that is what a deliberate creator is. He knows how to use his mind. He becomes, in other words, you become the rider and not the horse. You don't let the horse lead you. You are the rider. You lead the horse. Okay? That is what a deliberate creator is. Now let's talk about belief or faith. Guys, a belief is known as a paradigm. Okay, a paradigm is basically your belief structure. You have this. Let me show you how your mind works. Okay, you have, in order to manifest and create what you desire, you have to know how your mind works. That is simply put. If you do not know how your mind works, then you become a victim. That means you will be led through the tide. It's like a boat without a rudder. You'll just go wherever the water takes you because you don't know how your mind works. So let me begin. Okay, let me tell you how your mind works. This is what, guys, what I do here, this is what I do. I am, the universe give me the gift, and I help, and that's why I coach and I mentor. I change individuals' lives. I literally introduce you to the real you, to your higher self. I diagnose your limiting beliefs. I give you specific affirmations to remove them. Then I show you how your mind works. I show you how to think. Because once you know how to think and you know how your mind works, then you're on the path to become what? A deliberate creator. This is what I do with all the students that I coach. They get results every time. That's why I created the page on Facebook, because I do a lot of techniques. I also help a lot there. So if you don't have Facebook, I would encourage you just create a profile, just a profile just to get in and get in the page, so you can see the results that I'm teaching. I'm talking to you right now. They're all being put on that page. The page is called Manifesting Lottery Winnings Using Consciousness and Law of Attraction. This is how I got into do what I'm doing. I started my journey with lottery winnings. I won quite a bit of money in the lottery, and I do it consistently. I'm at my lottery office at least 3 to 4 times a year. Okay? And I do it with what? Deliberate creation. And I'm going to show you how to do it today. Okay? So let's talk about your mind. I always start the video. So guys, I always tell you this. Your mind is existing in what? 3 planes of existence, okay? You have your conscious, the middle ground, which I call the gatekeeper, but the clinical word, or clinical name is your conscious critical faculty, and then we go to your subconscious mind. So here's the thing. Your conscious mind has an ego. The ego is the part of your mind that loves to be praised. It has reason. Because it can reason, it believes it knows everything. Key point is this. Your conscious part of your mind does not care if you are happy. Doesn't care if you have money. Doesn't care if you're sad. The main environmental or biological reason for your conscious mind is this. Is just to keep you alive. That is it. Okay? It does not care if you're happy. Its primary job is to have you breathing. Keep that in mind, guys. Okay? That is why individuals will always fear change, because once change comes, the ego cannot control change because the ego likes to be in control. So when things are changing, it resists change. That's why you will have fear, you will have worry, you will have doubt when things are changing, because the ego cannot control that. It likes to be in control. Let me tell you how your ego works. Let me tell you how the conscious part of your mind works. Because you have a conscious part of your mind, it can reason, so it can rationalize, it can analyze. But you need the egotistical part of your mind, because guess what? It helps to create and manifest when it's in alignment with your subconscious mind. Here's how it works. So the conscious part of your mind can reason, like I said. It dreams, it imagines, it doubts, it has faith, it laughs, it cries. It shows all the emotions. But here's how it works. Your egotistical part of your mind can only predict or learn or do things from past experience, or try to perceive what it knows in the future. That's it. It can only create from those ends. It can't go any further than that. So because of that, it makes it what? limited. So if you're using the conscious part of your mind, you will never reach your full potential. Plain and simple. It cannot work. Does not work. If you're using the conscious part of your mind to use law of attraction to manifest, you will always have blocks because it cannot work. It is limited. Okay? The conscious part of your mind uses analytics and logic. Universal part of your mind uses what? Energy, frequency, and emotion. What part of your mind is that? Your subconscious. That is the creator. So here's how it works. Conscious part of your mind, logical and analytical. Then we go into the middle ground, which I refer to as the gatekeeper. Then we go into your subconscious. So guys, I always get this question, Mark, so when do my belief systems start? When do I believe what I believe? Well, you believe what you believe between the ages of 4 to 8. That is the stage when your mind is in tune and is soaking up every information, every knowledge, everything negative from the media, your family, your friends. And this is where you get these limiting beliefs that are stored deep within your subconscious mind. Limiting beliefs of failure is bad, rejection is bad, money is evil, money is hard to make, money isn't easy to make, you know. Money is limited. I don't deserve it. I'm not good enough. Rich people, only wealthy people. When wealthy people make money, they do it by scamming people, or they have connections. All these are limiting beliefs. They are not factually true. And you have these within your mind. And here's the problem. Here's the situation. You'll go through life for 20 years and you'll use the law of attraction to manifest. And you'll manifest some things, but guess what happens? Go in bounds. You go 1 year or 2 months or 3 months, you're going high, and the next couple months you're back down. And you say to yourself, why do I always go up and down? Why can't I be consistent? The reason you cannot be consistent is because these limiting beliefs are holding you back. The reason why you manifest what you manifest and you overcome what you overcome is known as what? Willpower. See, willpower is the only force that can override your limiting beliefs. But here's the problem with willpower. Willpower is not consistent. Okay? Willpower can get you from a certain point, because it is literally impossible to sustain willpower for a lifetime. Just cannot happen, okay? All right, guys. So here's what happens. So if you desire something and you put it into your conscious mind and you say, you know what? I want to manifest a house. I want to manifest a job. Okay? Goes into your conscious mind, goes into the gatekeeper. The gatekeeper communicates with your subconscious mind and says, does this information process, do we really believe it? Because of your limiting beliefs that you held within your subconscious mind about money, about fear, about your self-confidence, about lack, it cannot enter because your subconscious mind doesn't believe it. So what ends up happening? Gatekeeper shuts it out and you go back into that cycle. Okay? In order to achieve what you desire, you must eliminate your wealth blockers, as I call them, limiting beliefs. This is how I help students and individuals. I teach them and I coach them. I show them how their mind works. I eliminate their limiting beliefs. And once you get those out of your mind, then we install what is known as a new paradigm or a new belief structure. That is how it works. Okay? So here's what happens when you have your limiting beliefs removed. Now your mind or your subconscious mind is in a new phase of belief structure. So you will install beliefs that are in accordance to what you... What? Sorry guys, I'm having a little bad connection here, but we'll continue and talking about your belief structure. Okay, so as I was saying, this is how your mind works. Okay, the power of the now. So let's talk about the now. That is a good observation. I am God. The power of the now is everything. Actually, let me talk about the power of the now. So if I say to you today, and I'm talking to you guys, and I say to you, time doesn't exist, and you look back and say, Mark, are you crazy? Time exists. And I tell you that time is just an illusion. How does that make you feel? To me, telling you that time doesn't exist, time is an illusion. And if I can tell you that, I can prove it to you, and I can show you on a quantum level, and I can show you the scientific results to show you that time is relative. How would that make you feel? Okay, let me show you how it works. The reason why our conscious mind needs time, because time provides a logical structure for our conscious mind to function. Our conscious mind cannot function without a logical structure, and time provides that structure. Doesn't make it real, still doesn't make it real, still is an illusion. Let me give you an example. I always say this. So I'll be talking to a student, and he's in, maybe say he's in Singapore, and I'm here in the East Coast. Even though I'm talking to him, it's a day later. Let's say I'm talking to him Friday, and it's a day later for his time, which is a Saturday, and I'm talking to him Friday, but we're still talking when? In the now, in the present moment. I'm talking to him now, even though it's a day later in Singapore, which is Saturday, and I'm still in Friday. So if time was real, wouldn't it be the same time everywhere? No, time is relative. Here's the reason why there's only the now. See, everything that is happening right now. When you think of your past is just a memory. Okay, guys, I'm just having some bad connections here because we had a pretty bad storm here in Florida, so this connection will go in and out, so I do apologize for that. So let me continue about what I was talking about. So what I was talking about is time, how time affects you, how time is relative to your reality. Okay? Yes, my connection is acting up. So again, I want to talk about time, how time is an illusion, and I always say that time is just relative to the observer. Okay? So what does it mean time is relative to the observer? What it basically means is that time for each individual is relative, meaning that you have a conscious recollection of what time is, but it doesn't make it real. Okay? See, guys, once you can understand what time is and how to use what is perceived as time to your advantage, then you have what is known as your point of power. What is it when I say your point of power? Your point of power means your creative magnetic energy to manifest. So when you can have your point of power, it means you're in direct connection with your higher self. And once you're with your higher self, you can get all the answers. Let me show you how it works. Here we go. So since time is just relative, the only time is now, the present moment. So here's what happens. If your mind starts to wander into the past, remember now the past is just a construct of memory that is stored within your conscious mind. Okay? So if your mind is in the past, okay, and then your mind is in the future, then where are you? You're not in the now. So because you're not in the now, you're not where? You're not in your point of power to get the answers from who? Your higher self. Mark, what is the higher self? The higher self is the intuitive part of your mind merged with the subconscious part of your mind. That creates your higher self. So guess what? Here's another clue. Guess who lives in the now? Your subconscious. It doesn't exist in future. It doesn't exist in past. As a matter of fact, it has no concept of those of past or future. The only time that exists to your subconscious mind is the now. That is it. The only time that exists is right now. It creates now. So here's a clue, guys. When you are manifesting or when you want to desire to create something, always use your words in present tense. Okay, because it's creating now. Do not say next year I hope to do this. I want to manifest the lottery win. Next year I want to manifest something soon. You manifest it right now. Okay? That is how your subconscious works. There's two parts of your subconscious mind. You have the intuitive part, which is known as the higher self, and then you have the creative part, which is known with habit and repetition. Okay? So your subconscious mind, when it creates in a form of habit and repetition. Okay? That is how your subconscious mind works. So, once you get your limiting beliefs removed, and you start to visualize, and you start to feel the emotion, then you start to send your frequency to the universe. The universe picks it up, it matches it, it brings the law of attraction into the play. The law of attraction is the magnetic force that goes out and attracts what you desire. Your subconscious mind now creates it. So here's what I like to refer to as your mind when you get it aligned. I like to refer to your conscious mind as the sayer and your subconscious mind as the doer or prover. So your conscious mind will talk the talk, your subconscious mind walks the walk, so to speak. Your conscious mind says what it wants, your subconscious mind goes out and do it. So your subconscious mind is the action guy. He gets the action done. Your conscious mind is the guy that just talks it. But guess what? They need each other to work in alignment and in synchronicity. Because your conscious mind will think the thought, and your subconscious mind goes out and creates it. That is what alignment means. Okay? That is how you are aligned on both planes of your consciousness. Okay? So once you're aligned, here's how it works. Once you remove your limiting beliefs, here's how it works. So you want to win money in the lottery. Okay? You want to manifest a house, whatever you want a relationship or anything you desire. You put it in your conscious mind. It goes through past the gatekeeper now, so he lets it in because it believes it now. So now your subconscious mind will go out and it will provide it, or it will create it by putting you at the right place. It'll magnetically attract the right people, the right circumstance, and then you will have what you desire. It's that simple. That's how simple it works. But the biggest key that we have to overcome is our own mind. See, guys, if you don't know how your mind works, then you are a victim of your own mind. You have to control your mind. Do not let it control you. Your mind is just a tool. Use it. Do not let it use you. This is what I teach, and I show you how to use your mind. Okay? Listen, the egotistical part of your mind likes to be in control. Okay? When it feels it doesn't have control, that's when you get the doubt. That's when you get the worry. That's when you get the fear. Because it cannot, the conscious part of your mind finds it very difficult to live or exist in the now. The reason why it cannot exist or fights hard to exist in the now, because when it is in the now or the present moment, it has no control. Okay? Because it cannot predict, it cannot see, it is just going with the flow. That's why it will fight you. So you have to ignore that part of your mind and go into the realm of your beliefs or your subconscious mind, which is the feeling, because the feeling creates the emotion. That is where faith, somebody asked me what is faith. That's all faith is. Faith is having a belief and seeing your desired result before it manifests. That's what faith is. Okay? Now, when I tell you this, when I say that 99% of your creation or your manifestation has already been done for you, it's been created for you already, how does that make you feel? Okay, Mark, what do you mean 99%? Excuse me, what do you mean 99% of my creation is already complete? Yes, in the non-physical, in the quantum realm, because what creates your reality? Particles. What are particles? Matter. What are matter? Matter becomes substance or becomes solidity as you perceive it. So quantum particles are the things that make up what you see in your life: the money, the car, the house. These particles exist in what I call the non-physical or the spiritual realm. Just means non-physical, meaning they're very small that your eyes cannot perceive them. You have to use an electron microscope and so forth to perceive these atoms. But these atoms, they create whatever you desire. So when you think a thought and you have the emotion and you put it out, it's already formed in the quantum world. So what's going on? Well, those quantum particles are forming through magnetic attraction, through the forces of the universe, and they're being created right now to be delivered to you in your perceived reality through the magnetic force known as the law of attraction. But here's what happens. You give up because of what? The time. You says it is taking too long. This can't work. I don't see it now. And in fact, it has already been created for you because you don't have an awareness of how it works or how your creation works or how your mind works. You give up and you say it's not coming. Hence, you give up your dreams. And it was already there for you. But now I'm showing you how your mind works, that you have a logical part of your mind which contains the ego. That part of your mind will fight to change. Okay? You will go beyond logical thinking and you go into the realm of your feelings and your instinct or your intuitive mind or the higher self. That is how the universe works. That is it. Your mind is a tool. You use it. Do not let it use you. Okay? Faith. Talk about what faith is. Belief. Belief is your paradigm. Okay? Law of attraction. Just a gravitational force that attract like frequencies together. All right, guys? See, guys, look. The ego part of your mind, you can calm it down. You need it. It is good. Do not beat yourself up if you try to do something and you fail and you say, my ego is good. No, do not beat yourself up, guys, okay? Just know how to use it. Now you know the grounds to use it. Try, stay in the moment. Focus on the now. Live from moment to moment, because when you're living from moment to moment, you have what is known as your point of power. Once you have your point of power, that is where your creative magnetic energy comes into play. That is the energy you use to create, or we refer to it in physical term as kinetic energy. Okay, you have kinetic energy, you have chemical energy. Chemical energy is the food you eat. It transfers in your body stores it up, then your body uses it as chemical energy to exert for exercise and so forth. Kinetic energy would be the energy you use to create. From the minute you think of a thought that you want to manifest, you produce kinetic energy. That energy is the creative energy that goes out to the universe and brings in what you attract. Here's a big key I want to let you guys know. Your universe is just a big mirror. What it does, what's a mirror? A mirror reflects a reflection. So what does it do? It puts back out to what you put into it. What kind of reflection? We're not talking physical reflection, guys. We're talking emotional or frequency reflection. So frequencies are what? The emotion you put out. So if you put an emotion out of fear, lack, worry, doubt, the universe will mirror that back into your reality. So you'll get more of what? Fear, lack, worry, and doubt. That's how it comes. So how does that work? Well, you get the things that bring you the fear, the worry, the people that doubt, the negative things, the lack, and the no money, because all those signals lack and doubt. But if you put a signal or frequency out of I deserve it, I already have it, it is already mine, I feel the energy, I have the emotion of having money, then guess what? The universe has no choice but to mirror that back to you, and you will experience the same thing. Okay? When was your last win, brother? I won about a few days ago. I won $355 on a $1 ticket, and I won $500 about a few days back on a scratch off. All these I post in the Facebook page, Manifesting Lottery Winners Using Consciousness and Law of Attraction. Guys, I'm going to dedicate this part of the video now just for the lottery players, because the lottery is what I mainly specialize in doing. So I'm going to just do a little focus on, if you play the lottery, I'm going to give you some big tips on how to win the lottery. All right? So when you will do the lottery, when you buy a ticket, sign the ticket. Okay? Remember, your subconscious mind is watching and seeing anything you do. So here's how you do. When you buy your lottery ticket, you sign that back of the ticket. Okay? Here's a big clue. Find out and go to your local lottery district office. Pick up what is known as the claim forms. Here's a key. Pick up as much claim form as you desire to win. Let me give you a tip. January, I started off with 6 claim forms. Okay, I picked up 6 from my lottery office. I have 3 left. Okay, that means I've been to the lottery office 3 times this year already. And in Florida here, anything over $600, you go to the lottery office. So what was in February? I got $1,000. In March, I got $935. In June, I got another $935. All within the... So here's how it works. I'm going to show you how it works on a scientific and a quantum level. This is how your mind works. When you get those claim forms, all right, you fill those claim forms out in their entirety except the date. Do not fill the date out. Okay, so you fill the claim forms out. You sign your ticket. Now let's show you how it works with the creation process. When you sign the ticket, your subconscious mind, remember I said your subconscious mind is what? The prover. So when it sees you signing the ticket, it believes that you have won something, or you claim something, or that money is yours. Okay? Part 1. Part 2, when you fill the claim form out, it solidifies in your subconscious mind that you already have the money. So here's what happens. Your subconscious mind now observes your current reality. So let's use me as an example, Mark. So I filled out my claim forms. I sign my tickets every time. My subconscious mind is scanning and saying, wait a minute, Mark just signed the back of his ticket. When you sign the back of his ticket, that means he's claiming some money. Mark fills out a claim form. So that means he has money already. But I just looked into his perceived physical reality and I don't see the money. So what happens? My subconscious mind now what? Becomes the prover. So now it has to go out and match my reality, which is what? It believes I have the money because I show the emotion of having the money. I have the expectation. That's why I filled out my claim form, because I expect to win the money. So my subconscious mind will go out now and says, wait, this reality is not matching, so it has to catch up. So guess what it does? It has to prove itself. It has to match what I put out, which is money from the claim form. So what does it do? It puts me in the right place at the right time to win the money to match its present reality. That is how your subconscious mind works. See? You expect it, and then it becomes your reality. So it plays catch up. It looks into your reality. If it doesn't see you have the money, but it says, wait, he signed the claim form. That means the energy is given out. It means it has money. He signed his ticket. That means it's real, because the subconscious mind doesn't question anymore, guys. It does not question. It just creates. So it looks and says, this doesn't add up. I don't see the money, but I see the claim form. That means he has the money, so I have to go now and prove it to him and bring it into his reality to match it. Boom. That's it. That's how you use your subconscious mind. That's when I talk. That's what I say when you become a deliberate creator. How does Mark do this? Because Mark knows how to use his mind, and Mark knows that his mind is a tool, and he knows how to create. Because he knows how his subconscious mind works. He's in alignment with his mind, and he knows the forces of the universe, and he knows how to use quantum physics and quantum mechanics to use it to his advantage to create. This is how I show you guys. This is what I teach my students when I do the coaching, and they pick it up, and they are seeing big results. Because here's the thing, these are universal laws. This is how the universe works. Okay? Somebody had a dream about $5 million dropped in their hands. Okay? That is an indication. When you have dreams of money or manifesting lottery, that is your subconscious or your intuitive mind alerting you that you have something you want or desire, which is the money, and it's letting you know that it is in alignment with your conscious mind. So if I was you and you play the lottery, I would continue to play. Do not look at the time. Remember, guys, time is relative. The time will pass by anyway. The only time is now. Okay? And here's a big clue. You already have it. The money you desire right now is already flowing through you. Remember, quantum mechanics shows that everything is just energy. Money is billions of dollars are flowing through you right now. Okay? I had a dream I wanted tons of cash yesterday. Okay? If you had a dream you want tons of cash, take some action towards it. So this is for the lottery players. So this is how you use it for lottery techniques, guys. Okay? Here's a big clue I used too when you play the lottery. Okay? When you fill your claim forms out, okay, you must also pick out the clothes that you are going to wear to claim your money. Pick out the shirt, the tie, whatever, the dress, the pants, fold it up, put it in a bag, and put it away. Do not think about it. Because that is the same clothes that you're going to wear to pick up your tick. All these techniques I'm showing you is what I actually practice and I use. Okay? Because remember, the things we're doing now, we're doing for your subconscious, the creator. That's the part of your mind. So the words we're saying, the actions we're taking, they are geared towards the creative force of your mind, of your subconscious mind, because that is the creator. That is what creates your reality. Law of attraction doesn't create, it attracts. The universe uses it. The creation part of your mind is your subconscious mind. That is the part that creates your very reality. Okay? The conscious part of your mind is the thinker. Excuse me. The creative part is your subconscious. Once you have both of those minds in alignment plane, then you can start to create. But if you have blocks or limiting beliefs, they cannot enter because your subconscious mind is in a state of a different belief structure. If you're in a different belief structure, you cannot reach your full potential. Here's another question I get. Mark, I use a lot of affirmations to remove my limiting beliefs. Okay? Guys, you have to know your specific limiting belief. You just can't go now because I say use brainwave affirmations to get rid. You have to know what is holding you back. There's a specific limiting belief that all of us have. Okay? That is what I do. I diagnose your specific limiting beliefs. When I ask what are known as trigger factors or trigger factors or trigger questions. I ask you a couple questions, and the emotion that you give me, the answer you give me, I can determine what your limiting belief is, because the first answer you give me will always be your intuitive answer, which is coming from the subconscious mind. It always goes on in emotion. So that's what you have to learn first. You have to learn what is holding you back. And once you know what is holding you back, then you can get it out. But here's the good news. You can do it right now. That's it. The years of the negative beliefs that are imparted in your subconscious, you can remove them. Okay? They're not there permanently. You just got to know how. This is what I show you how to do. Okay? So when you go through years, a lot of you guys have been on this law of attraction for many, many years, and you're gonna get the results you desire. But and I know a lot of you know. I know a lot of you watching this video right now. You're saying this to yourself. You know what? He's right, because there's a block. There's something blocking me. I see it, but I can't really figure. I really can't figure out what is it. Okay, guys. With the coaching, I help a lot of individuals. So there is a waiting list. Because I take my time to coach. So as soon as spots become available, you can email me, and I can get you in. What I try to do now, what I'm doing now to help a lot of individuals. I'm doing what mainly I'm doing hour consultations now. So I can get you coached for an hour, then I can diagnose your limiting beliefs. I can give you the affirmations to get you started. I give you a lot of information in an hour. So you have a notepad ready, and we'll diagnose your limiting beliefs. I'll ask you a couple questions. The emotional response you give me, I can say, hey, this is what's holding you back. Here's some affirmations to use. Use these for 21 days and get your limiting beliefs out. Then you can start your journey. Okay? So that is how it works, guys. So I don't want you guys to beat yourself up and say, man, for many years I've been doing the law of attraction. I haven't been getting results. Now you know why. It is your own mind that is holding you back. But the good news is you can change it. Because now you know that your mind creates the reality. It's not the universe. And it's not your thoughts. Your thoughts don't create your reality, guys. Your thought begins the process. The reality creates through what is known as your emotion. Universe responds to emotional frequencies. It does not respond to thought. Thought is the beginning, the creation, and the emotion is the end. Okay? The thought starts it up. It's like a car. The thought starts the engine. Okay? The emotion or the drivetrain or the transmission, or that's what moves the car. That is how it works. So let me recap. Your mind has three planes of consciousness, guys. It's the logical part where your ego is housed. Then the part I want you to really get, that a lot of people don't even know exists, is known as the conscious critical faculty. That is the middle ground of your mind. That is where information goes in and gets kicked out. That is known as the gatekeeper. Okay, that is what prevents you from achieving what you want, because it cannot enter your subconscious, because deep down you don't believe it. Here's proof. You can think something and feel differently about it. You know that, right? You can think a thought, but you can feel totally different. That is how your subconscious works. Let me give you an example. So I think to myself, man, I want to be a millionaire. That's what I'm thinking. But deep down, if I have limiting beliefs of lack or money, and here's the key now, you're not even aware, because they've been in your subconscious for many, many years. So it's you can't even you don't even believe they exist. But so you say, I want $1 million. I think it, but then it goes to my critical faculty. Here's what happens. Because I don't truly what? Believe it. Why I can't believe it? You cannot believe it because guess what? Your subconscious doesn't believe it, because it believes money is lack. There's not a lot of money in the world. So how can I believe I'm going to be a millionaire if my own subconscious mind don't believe money is endless? You see the contradiction right there? So what happens? It kicks it out. And you'll go on YouTube and you'll go on these websites and you'll get all these spoken affirmations that say, I am a money magnet, I can win money, I do all this. But that information is never going anywhere, guys. It goes back to the critical faculty and it kicks out again. Okay, you will experience some success, but when we talk about what that is, willpower. Because you say to yourself, man, you know what? I'm gonna make sure I win some money. I'm gonna get this house. If I have to, I'm gonna determine. I'm remember. And yes, you override your limiting beliefs, but guess what happens? You cannot sustain it. And the mind, your subconscious is what? Habit and repetition. So guess what? The minute you let your guard down, it picks that cycle right back up, and you're not even aware it is happening. Okay? I always use this example to show you how your mind runs you. You don't run your mind. Meditation helps. All right, guys, let's talk about meditation. I'm going to give you the real scoop on what meditation is. There are two types of meditation. There is a meditation for manifestation to attract your desires. That's the meditation I teach my students. That's the meditation I use when I manifest money in the lottery. That's how I win a lot of money in the lottery, because I use meditation, and I use the visualization that I teach and the emotion how to do it. There's the other meditation is this. Meditation is basically a frequency that you use to align the cells within your body to a harmonic state. That is all meditation is. That's why when you meditate, you feel well, you feel high, you feel in a good state of frequency. There's nothing wrong with that meditation. But here, there's another meditation, and it's very simple, and it's a meditation for manifestation. And I'm going to share it with you right now. I'm going to share you the secret. Here it is. All you have to do is you sit straight up, both legs out, hands together. Breathe in, breathe out. Close your eyes. Watch within your mind's eye how you breathe. Watch yourself breathe in, breathe out for 5 minutes. Focus on that. Just see that in your mind. What does that do? That meditation clears the energy of residual energy. Because remember, everything works with flow and energy. So you clear the energy. When you do that, your mind is concentrated on a specific thing, which is your breathing. That means your mind cannot be wandering here or there. Hence what happens? You have clear energy path. Now you have manifestational power, because guess what? Both sides of your hemisphere are balanced now. So now energy can flow a lot freely. So now you go from your meditation, and then I'll show you how to do the visualization and the emotional part of it. And those keys is how you will manifest. All right? That's all meditation is. So when you say, here's a big key. Never meditate and visualize what you want at the same time. Don't do that. You will not get results. Here's why. When you meditate, you're emitting a different frequency, okay? When you visualize, it is a different frequency. So if you meditate and you visualize, you are confronting two different energetic frequencies, because they're different patterns. Remember, each frequency has its own resonation. So a frequency emits, vibrates at its own frequency level. Okay? So that's why I say meditate just to meditate. Don't meditate and visualize what you want, because it's not going to work. You're going to create resistance because you have two different energetic flows. So you stick with meditation by itself, then move on to visualization by itself. A lot of individuals do this, man. Law of attraction teaches you that's the wrong way. You will not get results, because now you know your universe works. Listen, every quantum particle that exists, every atom, every proton, every neutron, every muon they call them, every quarks, these are the smallest part of atoms, they all contain their own particular vibrational frequency. They have their own frequency matches. Every single particle, okay? So particles make what? Make you and I, make the money, make the house, make the car. Thoughts are particles, have particles. Your emotion has particles, okay? So because each particle have their own vibrational frequency, a meditation has its own particle frequency, visualization has its own particle frequency. So what happens if you combine both particle frequencies together? What you get? You get a mismatch or a different emission of frequency. So you send out a confusing frequency to the universe. So when you meditate and you try to visualize, and then you say, man, I'm meditating and I'm visualizing, but I'm not getting any results. Now you know why. You're matching two different frequencies, okay? It's like oil and water don't mix in a car. That's what you do when you meditate. So if you're going to meditate, you have to know what you're meditating for. Are you meditating to get in good health, to get alignment, or are you meditating to manifest? Two different types of meditation, okay? If you're meditating to manifest, then you do the meditation I just showed you. If you're meditating just to be in alignment or in good health or feel good, energetic, that's a different meditation. All right? Keep those in mind, guys. All right? So now you know quantum. Let's talk about a little science about these particles and quantum waves. So you always hear me talk about them because they are the key to creating your reality. Because the quantum world is the real world. From the quantum world begins your world or your perceived reality. Okay? And I always say, you know, according to quantum mechanics, there's no such thing as time. Time doesn't exist. Quantum particles will go in and out in the now. They only exist right now. They pop in and out of existence in the now. They don't wait for tomorrow. There's no next week. There's no yesterday. All that time is in your mind. It's a construct or logical structure that your mind needs or uses to function. The memory is stored in the past, okay, and the future the same way. Okay? Yes, okay. Abraham Hicks speaks about alignment with your higher self. All right. So Mark, what does Mark do when he helps individuals? This is what Mark does. I introduce you to your higher self. And once you get in tune or align with your higher self, that is it. Your creation becomes effortlessly because the higher self exists in two planes. You have the physical part of your higher self, which is the part that the intuitive part I talk about, right? I said the intuitive mind. Then you have the non-physical or the spiritual part which exists in the quantum world, which is connected to the universe, the I am, God, whatever you want to call it. That is the part that gets the information. So your non-physical part of your higher self gets information from that quantum field, whatever you desire, meaning if you something you want to achieve, it has all the information. So what it does, it passes it down to your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind passes it to what? The physical part or the perceived physical part of your higher self, which is intuitive mind. So that's how you get to create what you want to create, because you have this unlimited part of you which exists in the non-physical, and you have the other physical part of you that exists here. That's why I always preach. I always hear me say, live in the now. Once you're in the now and once you're in the moment, then guess what? You're in communication to get the answer from who? From your higher self, because you're here and now to get it. Okay? So that's the higher self. That's what I teach, guys. When you can get in line with your higher self, everything becomes easy. Your creation is effortless. You cannot not create. You were born to create. You can never stop manifesting. That's how you made. You're manifesting right now as I'm speaking. You're creating right now as I speak. You cannot stop it. That is what you are. You've been creating since the day you got out the womb. Your subconscious mind has been creating your reality. Okay? Your higher self now knows all information. It is unlimited in knowledge. It can get you money ways that your conscious mind can never imagine. Remember, your conscious mind is limited. It can only figure a few ways to get you what you want. Your subconscious mind is unlimited. It is connected to the quantum field, which is endless. That means it has endless infinity information to create what you desire. Once you can get that concept, once you know how to allow that part of your consciousness to help you, then your world will change drastically. You will become a deliberate creator. Okay? So get in tune with your higher self. That's what I teach. I teach you to get in tune with your higher self. Once you're aligned with your higher self, it's a done deal. Then now you'll know, because now you're in the realm of what? Emotion, feelings, intuitive guidance. That is it. Okay? The science part just shows you how it works with the energies and the frequencies. But the creation part ties in with your higher self. So those are some tips I want to leave you guys with today. And sorry about the connection earlier, but I'm still here and we're still having problems with the hurricane here in the south, so we're still having some cell phone towers down and just still doing work. But appreciate you guys watching, and any questions, always free to leave a comment. If you have questions or you want to contact me personally, you can always reach me, and my email is mhoughton76 at gmail.com, or mhoughton76@gmail.com. I encourage you to go to the Facebook page I created so you can see all these things that I'm talking about and I'm showing you. You can see the results happening there. It's manifesting lottery winnings using consciousness and law of attraction. It's for individuals who want to become deliberate creators, who want to change and create their own reality. Okay? Thank you guys. And I'll keep the videos coming. I'll keep sharing with you and I'll keep showing you how to create your reality. All right? Thanks.